Hey, and welcome back to another episode of UView. I'm your host, Rohan, and here I'm joined by Caldora Blackburn and Shane Butler. So, just like always, we're going to dive right into it. We have our handy-dandy game of telephone, and I think I explained it to you guys before, but I'll do it again. There's going to be a prompt in the box. I'm going to read it out and then respond to the prompt on the phone, as if that person's actually calling me. Okay. So, I will just pick out one handy-dandy really long prompt. Your car was stolen and the detective is asking you where you had it last. Explain that you were parked in a no parking zone because your sister's in the hospital giving birth. Ironic because both my sisters are actually pregnant right now. But anyway. Yeah, Detective Clancy. Yeah, so my car, it's a gray German car. I won't disclose the brand, but I need it back. Yeah, it was at the hospital. Mercy West Hospital. Mercy West Hospital. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where was it parked? It was parked in a. I don't remember where it was parked. It was in front of the hospital. Oh, the camera say it was in a no parking zone. Okay, if it was there, I'm not saying that it was, my sister is giving birth, so I had to, drop the car somewhere. Okay, you call me back when you have details, yeah? Okay, thank you.
That's good.
Those no parking zones, thank you. I'll just keep this out.
Okay.
Caldora, take it away.
Alrighty, let's see.
Oh, we're ready for this.
I feel like no parking zones should be like temporary parking.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so the army dentist is calling to say you're getting some surprise fillings today. You need to go on patrol tonight without a toothache.
That was my prompt, I think.
Get out of it. Yeah. Okay. Yes, hello. Yeah. So you called about me getting some fillings that you hadn't told me about? Mm-hmm. Oh, I have 3. Well, I think you have the wrong person, to be honest, because I take very good care of my teeth. Oh, you're sure it's me? Yeah, but I actually have patrol tonight, so I don't see that happening. Oh, you're saying I have to get them filled? Like it's...
You fill them now.
So I actually...
Fill them on patrol.
So I can't actually be there because... I'm just not feeling well. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but my voice is kind of raspy. And yeah, I just can't make it. Oh, okay, so when I'm better. All right, okay, cool, perfect, thank you so much. Bye, okay, bye.
I love how you started with, perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden you came down with some rasp. Okay.
I like what you did there. I don't know if it would fly though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just from my experience.
Well.
But it was a good idea.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
A for effort.
Yeah, true.
Or E.
Wow.
Okay, oh, it's upside down, here we go. You've just been selected for a $500 volleyball gear giveaway from a drawing, but you lost your ticket stub. Try to convince them that you are the winner.
I have to do this one really, really quick.
Do it really, really quick, okay. Yeah, hi, this is Paul calling about the giveaway. So I'm telling you right now, man, I'm so excited. You have no idea how much I love beach volleyball. This is so great to hear this news. Wait, hold on. Sorry, you have a different name? What's going on? I mean, I won this, right? My name was selected. I was given the giveaway. All right, well, you know what? Hey, I'll try another time. Yeah, no problem. $200? Okay, sounds good. All right. We'll keep it on the wraps. Thanks, bye.
Okay. Firstly, who's Paul? We can probably answer that question when we come back to the interviews in a little bit later. We'll see you guys in a bit. And we're back. So now we're going to start with our interviews. Here I'm with Caldora. Caldora, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to dive right into this.
Okay.
I remember us talking 2 years ago, 3. It was a while back, and you told me something about you paying for college by yourself. I don't know if I heard that right or wrong. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that's accurate. So pretty much what it is I'm on subsidy because my mom teaches for the conference. So I took it upon myself to pay for my higher education. it wasn't necessarily a discussion that I had with my parents, but I'm from a Caribbean family, so it's kind of expected that you take on your higher education by yourself.
Interesting.
So, at least for my family. So, because my dad comes from a family of 7 older siblings, so obviously they couldn't put all their kids through school,
Right.
or like higher education, anyways. So they would pay for it themselves,
Okay.
and then that was just kind of expected for me too.
So you have siblings? Do you have siblings?
I have an older brother.
Did he do the same thing?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did he go?
He went to Burman up in Canada.
Okay.
Birmingham.
Why didn't you go to school in Canada? Wouldn't it have been cheaper?
So actually, no. It was actually
Oh.
cheaper to go here, surprisingly, just because of all of Walla Walla's scholarships and everything.
Okay, fair point.
So I decided to go here, and then Burman. I don't know if you've been to Burman.
I don't think that's on my list of places I've visited.
It's a great school, but it's just not for me
Interesting.
personally.
Like the atmosphere was wrong, or like just the vibe, or
It's like it would be like doing high school over again in a sense,
interesting.
and the athletics wasn't as great as it is here.
Okay.
So there were just more opportunities here, to
Okay.
be honest.
I'll touch on the athletics part later on.
Okay.
So okay. So I don't know if anyone really remembers how subsidy works. So conferences usually pay a certain part of it. So does it mean that rest of the portion you took it upon yourself to pay?
Yes.
No discussion. It was just like, I'm gonna do this. So is that like you finding your own independence thing as well, or like just I want to go, so I'm gonna get this done kind of? Like, what was your mindset behind that?
My mindset was I valued it enough to make it a priority because I worked all through high school, so I had savings
Okay.
to fall back on, and I knew what I wanted to do. So to me, it wasn't really a question. It was like, this is something I want.
Yeah.
So let me put the backing towards it too.
Okay. So while you do that, do you work while you're here?
I do.
How do you do that if you're not an American citizen?
There's a process.
I bet.
So I had to get a social security number, or social insurance number.
It's so weird having one of those, isn't it?
It
Is
is.
that just me? Okay. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, so I had to get one of those, and then I had to get a letter from my employer,
Okay.
and then I think there's like a limitation on how many hours I can work.
Okay. Yeah.
But apart from that,
Do you
fair
work
game.
on campus?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably why it's easier too.
Yeah. Don't have to really travel that far.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I remember when I first moved to the States, I had to get one of those random numbers too. And then when the process was going forward and I got a social security number, it was like I couldn't remember it to save my life.
Yeah,
so
I still don't remember it.
I was somewhere even just like 2 weeks ago, like at the bank or something, like, yeah, so we need your social security number. I was like,
I have to go home.
I started looking through random stuff in my wallet. I was like, is this? Oh, this is it right here. Blah, 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 blah. It's just so weird though.
It is.
So when you finish like school, are you going to be debt free?
Unfortunately, no.
Be like that.
Unfortunately, no. Just because the conversion rate it's gotten worse over time.
Interesting.
So that's kind of hindered me a little bit. A little salty about that, but
Just a smidge.
it's okay. It's okay. Everything in God's time.
I can I can literally see the passive aggression on your face. Like, I'm not mad. So
Yeah.
the conversion rate, so does it mean the dollar's higher there or here?
So I get less for my Canadian dollar here.
Ooh. No bueno. Dang. Okay, so you said you worked when you were in high school. Where'd you work at?
So I worked at the dollar store. I was like a clerk. So we did
Okay.
like balloon fillings, party planning things.
Really?
Yeah.
That
It
sounds
was
kinda-
really fun.
It sounds kind of cool,
It
actually.
was stressful because some of those moms want like all the balloons perfectly tied, ribbon curled perfectly, immaculately.
You should have thrown the balloon back at them. You know what? Fill your own balloon and just have it just float around. Like,
I've been fired and then I would have been broke more than I am now. So,
okay, I guess that was a good option to not
Yeah.
take at the time then.
so yeah, I
Oh.
did that, and then I also worked at the Gimbals. I don't know if you know like Dr. Gimbal. They're pretty big up in Canada. So I worked at their estate as like the grounds manager.
What is Dr. Gimbal?
So he does eye surgery. He's
Oh, he's an actual doctor.
yeah, he's an actual doctor.
Oh,
Yeah, so I worked at his like personal estate, which was nice.
okay.
Pretty
That
cool.
sounds kind of cool. Okay, this is a really big digression.
Okay.
Would you prefer free education but pay higher taxes, or higher or less taxes but you pay for your own education?
Personally, I would do higher taxes for education.
Yeah?
Just because I think education is such an important part of like
Yeah,
society.
I
And
agree.
I feel like a lot of problems would be solved if people had more access
Mm-hmm.
to education. Not saying that you have to have education to pursue something
Yeah,
more,
yeah.
but just the opportunity, you know?
I respect that. I kind of feel the same. The only caveat I have with that is you can't always, the quality of education may not always be
That's
as good
true.
when you have to generalize it like that.
Yeah.
So some people may be paying more or taxes, but not getting what they think like a bang for their buck.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, I'm kind of in between. So
I feel that.
in some cases it's good, other cases it's like I'd rather just pay.
Mm-hmm.
So like especially for a school like this, I'd rather pay to come here because at least I get what I'm paying for as
Right.
opposed
Okay.
to
I could see
going to
that.
like a public school in New York we call them CUNYs or SUNYs, which are state schools, where the education or the quality of service you're getting isn't as great because it's so generalized.
Yeah.
Those are really great schools though to anyone who's listening from New York or wants to go to a SUNY or CUNY school.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like when you get to pay a little bit more, you kind of get what you paid for.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just thought I'd throw that tidbit
Yeah.
in there. Okay, so since you work and you are also on the volleyball team,
Yes.
how do you have free time? Because I hear or from what I see with at least the basketball team, the regimen for training is really strict.
Yes.
How do you have time to do anything social, even like come to the show right now and just like kind of like let your hair out and breathe?
It's all time management. Everything, you have to have like a plan going through your week. You can't just kind of let everything fly. You have to learn to say no to a lot of things, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But once the season's over, then, you know, you're more free. And I feel like there's more of a reward, I feel like. And I like the structure of it too.
Okay.
So, you know, you kind of make ends meet and you find space where
Make
you can.
ends meet.
You know, you kind of make time. You make
Yeah.
time for what's important, essentially.
So, okay, I know your season, when is the volleyball season done?
November 5.
Okay, so you got another week or so?
Yeah.
And you guys have been playing every weekend or every?
Every weekend, pretty much every week.
Okay.
Since mid-August, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on par with the other teams. I know soccer is I think this is their last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're on par with us too.
Okay. Well, that was great. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
I wish you luck with your ventures in, financing your own life and finding time for all of that. I know I couldn't do it, but I'll tell you some more about life and stuff when we come right back. Thank you.